Hey guys, so today I have a super exciting video for you. Today I'll be showing you how to create consistent scenes for your AI movies, series, social media content, even storyboards. And I'll be also showing you how to use an agent to iterate and then place your cast in those scenes. And I'll take you step by step and show you how I start with a project, how I brainstorm, how I iterate, and I'll also give you a few templates so you can go and play around with them as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm here in Katalist AI and this is one of my projects. It's called Glowberry Lantern Quest, and the way I broke it down is on the left we have chapters, and that's scenes and then placing cast. Now why I did this is it's just management. So the first chapter here, if you have a very long project, it's easier to have scenes first and then placing the cast, and then ultimately you would combine and also leave some b-roll shots in the middle. So here we have 8 different shots. We have a story that's starting in this kind of a tunnel. It goes through the portal, you see this cave here, then we go to this magic tree, and it's a pretty interesting landscape. Usually what you would do is you would generate a picture, and sometimes you would also want to leave just a b-roll shot, right? So here what I did is I first generated just the scenes, and then using the agent which we have on the right at the bottom, I then placed my cast in all of these scenes. Okay, so to show you how I did it, and we can even review this project at the end, let's go from the beginning. So here we have a lot of different templates that you can use. So we have commercial, film, historical. My Wi-Fi is a bit bad, that's why it's loading so slow. It should be much faster. If you like any of these templates, you can also start with a template, but just for the sake of this video, I'll generate from idea first. So let's say we have a whimsical cave, fairy tale like environment, intricate and full of details with interesting lights. Here we choose the amount of scenes and then we click generate. And now the next step, as you can see, you'll be able to confirm all of the shots here. And if that's all right, we then click next. Now here you actually can't see it, but we added a new AI model in the backend, and any of the styles you will click will have very, very good consistency. Let's go ahead with cinematic. We click create project. Now, after a couple of seconds, we can see we also have cast here, which was auto-generated, and I can edit it, add new ones, change something about their looks. I'll go ahead and click create project. And now Katalist is extracting the script, which it generated out of our idea. And my workflow is as follows. So I'll create 2 chapters. The first one will be just scenes. And later on, you can obviously change the chapters back to normal. So if you would actually have chapters in your story, but for these of brainstorming, we're going to use scenes and then we're going to do cast, or we could also do placement of cast. Okay, as you can see here, as usual, when you generate an AI picture, you'd also get some characters inside of these pictures. And before we added all of these new features like chapters and reordering of the story and also an agent, it would be very time consuming to, go and generate each picture all over again and trying to get the result that you want. What I do is if we have, and yeah, we have characters on all of our pictures, what I would do is I would click this button here, and we can also do it for all of the frames. It will just take a little bit more time, but okay, wait, let's just do for the first one. Sorry, first, before doing this, what I do is I duplicate the frame. So we have one with a character, and that one I would put in placement of cast, and that's a bit backwards, right? You can also first generate the scene and then place the cast. What I will do now is I'll go to the agent and I will say remove the character Clara from the picture and keep everything the same. We click this button here, and now the agent is working. We don't actually go and click on the picture and manually tweak the prompt, and before that it was super time consuming to go through all of these frames, right? But now we can only select the picture and here it is. So we have a scene without Clara. That's amazing. And basically what we do is we go through all of these frames. Okay, so what I would do now is I would duplicate each of these frames here, and we can put them in placement of cast. And what I would do is, okay, this one is here. Then I would select them and I would do just the same. So remove the characters from the picture, leave everything the same, and basically that's it. So it clearly removed Clara, but for some reason it's still leaving a fairy Pip in the pictures. So I'll go once again and I'll say remove fairy Pip from the picture. Okay, perfect, cool. So we have 4 different scenes, and this is the way I would, world build. That's the way I would create these different scenes, and after we have them, we can also place something else in the scenes. And it's really interesting because you can iterate very quickly and you can add all different kinds of things into these shots. So it could be a character, but we could also add something like, let's say, add a magical hut in the middle of the picture. So let's say we want to have an opening shot of this magical hut. We wait like 10 seconds and here we have it. Yeah, that's how it works. Now let's go back to my project here. Okay, so we're in the Glowberry Lantern Quest project, and as you can see, we have this opening shot of a cave, and after that, obviously, I had some of these shots from before, and I just put them in this chapter, but for some of them, like this one here, and this one, I actually went ahead and I placed the characters myself, because it was better fit for the story. So, the way it works is you have these chapters, you have the agent, and you can always iterate, place new object, place new cast, and it's just super fast and iterative. Now once we have scenes and the cast I placed inside, we can go ahead and we can actually create a new chapter and let's say final. And what I would do is I would leave some b-roll. So for example, the first one is fairy walking into the portal. The second one is we have this cave and I would still leave her inside of this frame. And for the third one, we have this tree, and I feel like this is a very good b-roll shot. That's how I do it. I basically combine these scenes, which are b-roll, it can be b-roll, and then I also combine it with the characters. And we can also use some monologue inside as well, because we have lip sync feature. So once you have the final version that you like, you click on the timeline, and here you can actually then generate the videos. Now we have all these different shots, because what I would need to do is I would need to delete some of these scenes, and right now it's just putting them in order from first, second to third chapter. And yeah, you can delete the scenes and just have the ones you like on this timeline, and after that you generate an AI video. And that's it. If you liked the video, drop a comment below, give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to join our Discord and try out the project I'll be linking down below inside Katalist AI. Bye!